the same things I was doing off my horse. Just rub him all over. Make sure and put my hand down where the girth is going to go. Now here's something I think is real important. When I walk up here, I do what I call a three-point contact. Dr. Robert Miller taught me this. Got me thinking about it. But I'll put my hand there, my elbow down the point of his shoulders, and then I touch him with my hand. And I'll rub him and feel him the whole time. What this does, it gives him comfort and he leans against my hand somewhat, or gets comfort from it, and my whole arm. But it also tells me what he's doing. I can be watching my hand, watching his feet, but when he starts to get ready to leave, I can feel it through my right arm, and I can either stop what I'm doing or help him or do something with my right arm. Now when I go to this side, I'll switch over. I'll land my hand on his withers, put my arm down the slope of his shoulders, and I'll go to rubbing on this side. And I have found that that'll get a horse to get his front feet still and square quicker than if I just reach and touch one. Once they get good, you can stop it. But this is a good way to get them started getting their feet still. I was talking to somebody about, they asked me what I'd do if I went to a place. The first thing I'd teach people about cattle handling, and this goes with cattle handling or horsemanship. First thing I want to do with a horse is get him where I can stop his front feet and get him square and solid on them. And then if I can stop him and get him square and solid, then I can ask him to move. I'll ask him to pick that left foot up, step it back. I'll ask him to pick that left foot up and step it forward. Step that left foot back and square up. Now get solid again, get your feet still. Now I want you to bring your right foot forward. That's right. Now let's put your right foot back. Right foot back, good. So if I can get his control of his front feet and get them still and get him thinking about getting his feet still, I can get him caught, I can get him saddled, I can get on him, and then I can get ready to ride. So all those things, groundwork to me is getting the front feet right and then have the hindquarters engage and do what they want. But the first thing I want to do is get him where I can get his front feet still and solid and comfortable with whatever I'm doing and not thinking about moving his front feet. So that's good there. I'm going to go ahead and bring him along here, and I'll get this cable again, and we'll go out and we're just going to get him used to some different things. Now I like a lasso rope to get a horse used to the saddle. It's got so many things, like I can set it up against him and it makes a little noise. I can rub him with it. It's got kind of a different feel than my hand. It's a foreign feel. And I'll rub it in there, and that feels probably a lot like a cinch going up in there. Put it back in his flanks, on his behind. I'll put it over to the other side, but when I put it over on the other side, I put my arm up here to block in case he was to jump away from that thing. I could push myself out of the way and not get stepped on. That's great. I'll go for a while, and I'll just take him 2 or 3 steps, stop that left front foot. Now I'll go from the other side, land my hand, now the rope, and now if he wants to move a little bit, I'll just let him square up, stop his front feet, get square. So he seems different on this side than the other side. Good. As soon as he gets his feet stopped, I'll start again. If he's moving his feet, I'm going to quit doing what I'm doing here in this instance. I'll quit doing what I'm doing until he stops his feet, then I'll start again. I'll start over. I'm going to start over on this side again. Left foot, good, we'll square that foot up. Square his foot up. Good. That'll be fine. I'm not going to overdo it. Good, he'll square himself up. Good, now I'll rub that cinch area. Now here, if he wants to move his feet a little bit, I'm okay with that too. So I'm kind of contradicting what I said. I want him to get his feet still. But right here, I think it'll help him if I let him move his feet a little bit. How do you know when to and when not to? Just got to go on a feel. And that's just, the more horses you work, the more people you watch, the better you get at that and figuring that out. Now the right side, he's good. spooked him a little bit by flopping that rope down. Now here, I'm gonna try to stay with him. See now, I'll just keep walking with him, and I'll go right back to it. And I'll try to get him to come back calm. I'll get my hand on him, and I'll try to get him to come back calm before I quit. That was fine. Good, he was good that time there. I'll just back out. I'll kind of start and stop quite a few times. Once I get there, he's good. It's the starting and stopping where he's trouble. So I'll just switch eyes. That's going from the right eye to the left eye, or left eye to the right eye. Great. Good. Now I'll just let him think about that for a moment. I'll build a little loop here. And now this is in addition to the last rope. It'll be another big help here as I get set to go here. I'll go ahead and just get my halter rope ready, and I'll just put this on him and just let him learn to carry that rope here. And so I'll just let it get around his legs, and I'll just let him learn that rope is all right. He might have to get a little bothered and a little worried, but it just goes with him. And I'll stay out here in front so I can help him. If I was behind him, he'd just run off and get away from the rope and get scared. But now he has to learn to accept the rope and take it. And I can help him to do that. If I was behind him, he'd just run off and the rope would fall off, and then he'd get more scared, maybe. And this is like in Texas, if you ever go to Texas and drive cattle, move cattle, they usually have somebody on the lead. And the cattle learn to follow, but they can also stop when cattle get scared or wanting to go too fast. Lewis, the owner of this horse, he's driven lots of horses, large numbers of horses, and you never take off with a bunch of horses where you don't have somebody out on the lead, because they learn to follow him, but you can control the speed from the front. And so I can control the fear from up here by staying up in front. And that's why I would rather not, like if I was back here, now I can be back here and get my rope kind of reorganized. But if I'd have started out back here, he'd have run off and started running through his shoulder and got real scared. But now I can come back here and do some more things. I can just step right here and I'm back in the front. Good. Not that he likes it, but he's taking it.